So y'all are like avid Beehive members, right? Like y'all, yeah, like period. You know, y'all helped create that Instagram name. So I just want to know when B and Lady Gaga and like all these people just started talking about y'all and shouting y'all out, like what was that like? What was it like when you first saw it?
Amazing.
With Beyonce, that was unexpected. I feel like with Lady Gaga, us and Lady Gaga, we had the same. Yeah, we had just met her. We had the same A&R when we were at our label. So we kind of like were in a familiar circle. We had met her, and then like after she met us, like our A&R at the time had just told us, he was like, this girl is like obsessed with y'all. She loves my hair. She just loves y'all. And then she had made this tweet to like all of her fans, like I love. No one told. We didn't ask her. He didn't ask her. She literally made this tweet because she just was such a fan. Like she, not a fan, but she really was just like, I love these girls. I can't get enough. Right. And then, you know, with the Beyonce thing, we're thinking that we just going to LA, just doing a interview. Like we like, oh, she's a baddie. Cause really, and I want to say this here first, the OMG Girlz, we brought Baddie to the forefront. Like it's no doubt about it. At that point, Beyonce said it herself. She wrote us a letter. Like she sent it to us. Her Instagram name was Baddie B because that's what we was calling her. And you know, I just feel like with Beyonce was totally unexpected, but I know that all of us were like shook. We were like the queen, like
come on.
Like I know somebody ran around the house.
Wait, but pause, because I remember the exact moment when we found out about it. Let's get into it. And about the word baddie, because that's important. We want to like definitely salute everybody that are baddies. We're glad y'all are baddies because
y'all baddies.
Thank you. And then if you're a baddie, you know it. Going in. Okay, period. So on top of that, shout out to us being us and for us to encounter the word baddie from Sean Bankhead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he had his own thing of a group. You can go look on YouTube. What YouTube allows to stay on, the greatness that he makes.
Yeah.
This thing called the Baddies.
Okay.
So these dancers that are amazing are baddies. And on top of that, a lot of women are the baddies. And then we came to be the baddies. And then we put the song out there to really make it baddie.
Yeah.
So on top of that, I remember we was at the cabin, right? And we got the call and we got the picture of the letter she sent to our manager. Yeah, exactly that. Speechless.
Yeah.
Because that's somebody in the industry you look towards and you know that does amazing things and has done amazing things. And everybody in some life, part of life, have seen her videos and be like, ooh, okay. So for her to actually reach out and say what she said to us, because she could have just made it her name and not said nothing, but she did.
Yeah.
So and don't play with Beyonce. Thank you very much. She pay attention.
Right.
Yeah.
So shout out to Beyonce. We love you and we thank you.
Okay. I was gonna say like it's the queen. She had handwritten us a letter. Handwritten us a letter.
Yeah.
We were absolutely shocked. Like how it's everything.
Yeah. It's everything.
It's Beyonce.
It's
Beyonce.
And it's prayers.
And she could have easily just like sent a text. She
wrote a letter.
Yeah. And a marker. And she got us. She said, "OMG Girlz."
Right. And then she signed it like Baddie B or something like that.
Yes. You paid attention because
I pay attention.
On top of that, it's a fair answer too because me growing up, I'm sure y'all too. There's been people in the industry you want to meet and people you want to work with. So to even be noticed by somebody, it was actually in a way too an answer to prayer, like to actually see your stuff come to life.
Right.
That make you realize God is great and good and he is real.
Yeah.
And there's so many more blessings to get and that to be one of them, to come to play for all three of us who are so willing and working hard towards what they believe in.
Yeah.
Right.
It takes very much great love and gratitude from us to be seen, us doing what we're doing.
Absolutely.
And to be noticed by somebody of that caliber in the industry.
So when we're talking about artists that you want to work with, like who are y'all's musical influences?
Okay. There's so many.
Yeah. I mean, I think collectively a big influence for us at that time was definitely TLC. Just unapologetically being yourself and wearing whatever you want to wear. Like, you know, with them, it was like the condoms. They had the condoms in their clothes and in their hair, on their glasses. And, you know, they were just setting that trend, the baggy clothes, all of that. And I think for us, you know, when we actually started to kind of do our own trend with our clothes, with the tutus, with the knee-high Converse and the whole nine, like I don't think that we were ever really thinking like, okay, like we want to be different like TLC. Once we really, really got into TLC, like as the three of us, we like, oh, okay, like this is kind of like, this is really our blueprint a little bit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like we weren't really, you know, of course we weren't, none of us were really living like when they were in their prime, right? But it's like for us to be able to go back and have that, just like that skeleton, you know what I mean? That blueprint of what it looks like to just be a young black girl, young black girls, young black friends, and be yourself, make your own music. They definitely were a big influence for us as a group. I mean, you know, Destiny's Child too, of course, but just in terms of our style, our influence, and
the different dynamics.
Exactly. The because I feel like
because the rapper and
yeah,
it was just
like
almost
it was just that that like you said, like Reset, just that dynamic, just their style, who they were, what they brought to gain the legacy that they left. I feel like, I mean, I know that we never like put out an album or anything, but I feel like, you know, the legacy that we left behind, you know what I mean? It's just, it's undeniable.
I mean, if you want to go ahead and let's skip to the question about the album then, okay? Like, what happened? Y'all said y'all was releasing it. Like, what, is it coming? Is it gonna drop?
I love Is It Coming?
Shout out to Rihanna, because she would know what to say in this instance.
I mean, I feel like
answers.
with us right now, we all know that we definitely like have good music together. I feel like we
yes,
all
we do.
Go back and we listen.
Shout out.
Yeah, like
everybody.
we go back, we listen to the music. And I think for us, it's like a never say never thing. I feel like right now, individually, the three of us, we really want to grow, you know, as individuals, you know, in our own music, but we can never say never, you know what I mean? We can never say that nothing like that won't happen again, or that people won't hear the music. Everybody always asks us about Lover Boy, and you know,
that was one of the questions too.
Okay,
since you want to go ahead and skip,
I want to know.
The teammates want to know.
She answered, and I just want to piggyback and agree with her because we're in one. Let me just tell y'all something. Just stay tuned.
Yeah,
period.
Because that's
take the glasses off. Get real with them for a second.
We all doing that with life.
Yeah,
we figure sometimes you say one thing, and that's why we ain't gonna say nothing. Cause stay tuned.
Yeah.
Even ourselves, like we're all doing individually things and already growing as it is, and things are happening.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and sometimes you think things supposed to be on Friday and they come on Tuesday. Are you mad? Or are we gonna pick it up?
Exactly.
Sometimes we think it's supposed to be on Tuesday and it come on Friday again. Are you mad? Or are you gonna pick it up?
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm talking about blessings in everybody's life. And then on top of that, OMG album.
Yeah.
Whenever it comes, it will come. When it's supposed to come, it's supposed to come. We just gonna stay tuned.
What the fans can know is just that we're really good friends.
Yeah.
We're best friends. We're family. And if we ever at any point decide to be a group again and do something again, it's like,
it's
you know,
nothing.
it
ain't nothing.
It
ain't nothing but it ain't nothing but showing up and showing out. Y'all remember that at our shows?
Right.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, Lissy. When I say stay tuned, because I was talking about OMG, because that's what we talking about. Make sure you stay in tune with Zanique. Make sure you stay tuned with Beja.
Right.
Make sure you stay tuned with Just Breathe, as y'all already have. So I want to say shout out to Team OMG.
Yeah.
Y'all the realest.
Yeah.
I would say the realest that I know of. Fan group that makes sure like you support us together and individually to this day.
And shout out to the teammates too, because we want to say that y'all be in the comments anytime they post us and talk about us, and people try to be like, who? Y'all be like, what you mean, who?
They come strong, man. Y'all like, army come.
Like, y'all wasn't there. Y'all not old enough. Y'all don't know. So we appreciate the teammates too, who, you know what I mean? They constantly big us up in the comments, whether y'all post us individually or as a group. We really, you know, just appreciate that.
We appreciate y'all so much, and words can only do so much, and we show individually through actions in our own platforms. And y'all seen it even as a group as OMG. Again, stay tuned. We don't know about them. Okay, so, but I'm just saying we do our best to show you and tell you that we really do appreciate it.
Absolutely.
I love that. So I hate to go back, but I do want to ask, because I looked up a lot of y'all stuff and I was just like, they tried to compare y'all a lot. And so tell me what that was like when you guys come as like a collective and you guys see each other as sisters and best friends, and they're trying to like put y'all against each other.
I think the fact that we cut us off of the internet and in real life, we had such a genuine relationship and connection. I honestly don't feel like the comparisons or anything like that bothered us. I always felt like we were a group. And I think all of us felt that we were a group because one person had what the other lacked. And so what made us so great is that everybody brought something to the table. If we were able to just do it alone, you know, then that's what God would have saw fit for it to be. But I think he brought us together because we all had something to bring, you know, to the table. So I don't really think that ever, like the comparisons and stuff like that.
Listen, I know, period.
She just answered it like a real G.
Yeah. They never bothered us.
And I would say, I don't even remember that. Yeah. May I be honest, too, for myself personally, I don't remember that aspect of life. And even if they were doing it, it's like, oh, it was on. Well, everybody know I was in and out of social media because I'm more so like just to do and be present in the moment than rather, you know. But I learned that's a part of it. You have to have a balance to be in connect, and I like to be in connection. But for that to even be a thing, it wasn't a thing in our world that we even talked about to be like, make sure, no. So not even for myself, us as a group OMG, we never had a conversation to be like, make sure, no.
Yeah, right.
Even though that was going on, we ourselves were being ourselves, and that's all we could be.
Yeah, for sure.
I like that you said that. You were like, they must have been talking to something, but I ain't hear it. I love it. But y'all were child stars. And that doesn't come without, I mean, pressures. That doesn't come without, you know, different things that you may have struggled with. And I know a lot of child stars have come out and talked about their struggles with depression. Did you guys have those same struggles?
I feel like at different points, I think when you're growing up in the public eye and under such like a magnifying glass like that, I think any insecurities that we might have had, I feel like it was like magnified to like the 10th power. And honestly though, I really want to say this, because we knew that a lot of the people who were saying stuff about us were only saying that because they might have liked mom's behavior, felt like we was trying to be with, you know, whoever was on the tour with us at that point. I think a lot of that came from that. So I don't think we ever took any of that like personally, or even felt like, oh, well, you know, maybe my self-esteem or whatever. Like, I feel like to them, I could come to them and be like, listen, y'all, I hate the fact that I'm still 15, 16 in braces. I could say that to them. But on social media, they didn't know nothing about how I felt. You could not tell me I was not right. Girl. You couldn't tell me that this wasn't the one, that they wasn't on, you know what I'm saying? That they wasn't on what they were supposed to be on. So, you know, I just think you know, for real, like we confided in each other about that, but I don't know if any of us ever had like a depression.
Yeah, I can't say, you know, being younger and just thinking back to that time, I can't say that any of us had that time where we were just like in a depressed state. I mean, just outside looking in for y'all, I mean, you know, on y'all, I don't know if y'all had that, but it didn't seem like that. I would just say that, you know, it just was like our life and we understood that, and it's like we enjoyed it. We enjoyed working and being out on the road. I would say, I not speak for y'all, but I mean, we you know, we are a family, so we were always, we got to be with each other all the time, and then our family was also the people working with us, so just like your family traveling together in a way. Got it. So I mean, I don't. Well, Bree, you seem like you got something to say. Was you depressed?
So I want to say, because what y'all saying is true. Even though if we felt a certain thing, we had each other to confide in, lean on the shoulder, pray with. Yeah. Because I love to pray. I love to listen. And we will have that to do. Individually, may I speak for myself, life itself can naturally do things that make you feel up and down. Sometimes more up and down, sometimes more down than up. Right. So I'm a person also to deal with things on myself, by myself. Yeah. So for them to truly answer how they're answering is because it is what it is. So if I was going through something, nobody would know that. And speaking on that, I learned how to be healthy with it, to talk to people. So what am I talking about is just times of feeling uncomfortable, homesick, and then sometimes homesick leads to just a spiral of where, why, or just questioning things you don't have to question. Because I'm right here in the midst of greatness and love. But sometimes even when you're with yourself, you like, where, who, why, am I alone? Like, and that's just with me. And it's a great thing I've learned to grow with. Yeah. And it's real and it's beautiful to know that life is what it is. And all you can do is your best. So God can handle the rest. Yeah. And that's how I've learned to be how I am. So even the fans wouldn't maybe know, but there be times I will feel things, and I'm also very sensitive to energies. Yeah. Understand. So when you're in certain places and or around certain things, and we're young adults, and we're in the industry.
Right.
So even when you're in a whole different city, in a whole different area, and you still with your people, and you feel safe because you have them with you.
Yeah.
You're gonna still feel the if you're sensitive to it, energies of that too.
Facts.
So I wasn't thank God it's him. I don't look like what I've been through. And even when I was going through it, I ain't look like I was going through it. And it's because of him. So shout out to him. That's enough about that. That's enough. It's just
That's enough about that. But you know what I'm coming for next? Why y'all break up?
Oh, we know.
I was looking like, why y'all break? I'm like, all right.
I guess what we could say about that is I think that like at that particular time, and just without like going into the specifics of anything, because like I feel like our personal relationship and what we go through, it's just nothing that we've ever shared, you know, with social media. It's our personal thing. But what I will say is I feel like at the time all of us were ready to explore who we were. And when you're in a group and you're growing with two other people, it's really hard for, and that's for all of us, it's really hard for you to find your individuality. Like, I don't really think people know how much went into being a OMG girl and what that really took and what it looked like when we weren't on stage and off of social media, you know? And I think we kind of came to a point where we were like, you know what? Let's experience life. Like, we've grown up together, we've been on the road with one another. Like, let's go experience this life. And I feel like that's why we was able to come back together in 2018 and do, you know, at the Escape tour and do the reunion show, because we are so cool and we could pick and choose when we want to do whatever, you know what I mean? With one another. It's no beef, it's no pressure. We don't have no issues with each other. It wasn't no argument. It wasn't, oh, I don't like her. Like, it wasn't any of that, you know? I think just we were growing.
I want to tap on that because something that just clearly make it clear for myself, and sometimes cartoons are clear to people. It's a thing called Encanto. Encanto, however you pronounce it. It's a movie. And we were talking about it today, but one of the lessons in the movie, and in the movie itself, is a house. That is a lot of things. It reacts off of one individual because that individual is connected to the house. What I'm saying is the house got tore down to be brought back beautiful. OMG Girlz, we broke up, and that's what happened. And like we said, stay tuned for whatever life takes us or wherever we choose to do. And just because things break up or whatever they do, don't mean all in all that's what it is. Like, that's the end, and it ain't like, even if it seems ugly or whatever you think you perceive it to be, stay tuned to know what it is. And if you're staying tuned, even from that day that it happened, you see continuously we've been who we are. We got the connection. We talk ever since then. It ain't never been like no cutoffs and bye and because we broke up to the world, but we've been in each other's lives ever since and always will be.
We broke up, but we didn't break. It wasn't a breakdown.
And I was saying that to say with the house thing, sometimes when it looks like things have to split, it's a reason for more beauty into it. You've gotten us still individually. You've gotten, even a pun intended, beauty into it. You've gotten us still together, hanging out personally. Y'all still, because y'all tune into the lives, and I appreciate it. Because that's how we make our money. And on top of that, y'all being in tune into the live. Why y'all laughing? God, leave them talk. It ain't even about just the money though. Let me get into it. Y'all being in tune to it has made us to y'all role models. And some of y'all call us big sisters. And we know in family, things happen. Nobody went with family feud. But listen, we still family. Ain't nobody feuding. So again, I keep going on and on, but I just want to say, I'm here, I'm checking out, okay? Because everybody, are you lost? Let me bring you to being found.
It's Taylor keeping up.
Thank you. It's y'all too. So,
listen, I love y'all's energy. I do, and I can hear this accent spilling out. Okay, your accent is spilling out. I hear it.
It ain't Alabama though, because Alabama asked me where I'm from.
This is just our real dynamic. You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't done.
It's authentic. It's real. It's what it is day to day. Y'all don't have to, put on a show.
All I'm saying is because Nick was like she was like, come in. Nick was like she was lost. Nick was like she was lost. And I'm saying about the house, us breaking up. Well, why you said where I was going?
Okay. Next question, please.
Because I told her that we broke up.
Listen, we've been talking about for a minute where OMG Girlz have been and what they did before. But I want to talk about who you guys are now.
Yes.
Okay. Let's do that. Perfect. So we got a mother in the mix. Okay. Period. How's motherhood? What is that like?
Motherhood is so fun for me, to be honest. I like to tell people it's way easier than we would think. I thought it was gonna be. I mean, I never really wanted to be a mom for real. Everybody knows. What? I mean, not true.
What I was say?
I'm sorry. Let me get my words right, especially on Shade Room teams, because y'all take me out.
Yeah.
Okay. I always wanted to be a mom, but I didn't want kids anytime soon. Everybody who knows me wouldn't think true. Like, oh, when I was like, I'm pregnant, everybody's like, you're pregnant. So it wasn't in my plans to have a baby anytime soon, but I would just say that Hunter has totally changed my life. She's made me a better person. I feel like I'm more lovable.
Yeah.
Like I always tell my friends I love them. I feel like I didn't used to really do that much. I wasn't really like a touchy-feely person. I like to hug my friends before they leave and stuff now. So yeah, Hunter has changed me, and she's everything. I love being a mom. It's fun, but it also has its days. And I don't have enough babysitters, so that's all I have to say. About it.
It's been amazing though, watching her be a mother.
Yes, I was about to say she's one of the best moms, and even to see the aspect like these are the things we used to talk about being young girls. We were like, what we aspire along with our business, but also personally, like to be, in love, to find the right, person, to also bring a child with it. So to actually be together and still like, let's say alive to see that happen, like that is so dope. And then the way she's doing it, shout out to sis, because I told her that yesterday, but I keep telling y'all in every role we play in life, daughters, whoever, mother though, especially right now, because that's what we're talking about. You're doing amazing.
Thank you, guys.
She's an amazing.
Yeah, y'all need to put that. Make sure y'all keep that in there. She's amazing. All that positivity. Y'all need all that.
Thank you. Because she is one of my child's God's mom.
She is.
Two godmommy.
So shout out to Baddie. She's one of the best moms.
Y'all really her only godparents.
Yeah, she's really. Hunter's really a lucky girl. She has the best mom, and she has the best family, the best support system around her, and
Tiki.
Yeah, and just to be able to experience her and experience me being a mother. I've known her all my life, so just to watch her embark on this part of our journey in life, it's been a beautiful thing.
Amen.
It really has been.
I gotta ask, because your nursery was super. I was like, I need that. Like, who designed that nursery?
Okay, so shout out to my mom for still loving me even though I'm a grown ass girl. My mom found someone who she knows who does all of that thing, all of those, and my mom got all that right for me, because I wasn't even talking about making a nursery at all. I was like, does she even need it? I felt like parents don't usually use them, so I'm like, I'm not even gonna do it. My mom was like, no, we have to get her one, which I'm glad she did, because Hunter actually sleeps in her bed. She's not like one of the regular kids who don't use nursery. She uses. Shout
out to grandparents, for that time. All right, so you open that door, so I'm gonna ask you, your mama, like you work closely with your mom on a day-to-day. What was that like?
That was a journey. I mean, I still work with my mom a lot, so I would say it's definitely been a journey. Right. When I was in a group, she was a lot harder on me than she is now. I think we both learned each other a lot more. What makes each other, what makes each other mad, and things that upset each other. Well, I just said the same thing. I'm sorry.
I need to talk. I love it. Go ahead. Then you got a lash on my face.
I got a lash on my face.
Yeah, I want to get it. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, there we go.
Thank you. Okay. So these girls know my mom would go hard on me. I mean, she would go hard on all of us.
I saw your live. I think you said she used to pop up on y'all.
She was the female Joe Jackson back in the day. Like, she had us running up and down hills. She told us, she came on tour show, told us if the bellies was hanging over the shirt, we can't wear crop tops.
What used to be so crazy is like my mom would get with her, because my mom was always on the road. So like it would be my mom, Tamara, our team, everybody. And when she would come on the road, my mama done seen what's going on. Then Auntie Tamika get there, and they like, mama, she's like, I mean, I thought they were messing up. They sounded terrible. Did you think it? I recorded it. My mama just be like, I mean, it just wasn't that good.
It was like,
no, so let's talk about that recording. You said y'all added a new part, right? Something like that. And then she recorded y'all.
Everybody who knows, everybody who was on this tour knows that we have been on tour and we got to go home for a little second. So we were like the queens of, let's switch up our show a little bit.
Okay.
So we let's put a little acapella piece in there. We gonna sing live for them.
This when Drake dropped Girls Love Beyonce.
Okay.
So into that.
we said we gonna sing Girls Love Beyonce. We gonna kill it. They gonna love it. We have been rehearsing it for a couple of days before we went back out on the road. We thought we had our harmony tight. We got out there. My mom came to that show and she recorded us.
Wait, was this the first time y'all did it and she came to the
Man, it was.
I don't think it. I mean, I feel like they took it out the show after that. Did it?
Yeah, it didn't stay long.
I think it didn't stay long.
I think we did it like 3 times. She came on a 3rd time, and it was over.
Yeah, it was very short lived because we just vocally we didn't
sound good.
Yeah, we didn't sound good.
The video is on YouTube.
Yeah, it was on there, but
now let me say in my mom's words, they just sounded good.
She did.
My mom, that was her favorite.
But she told me I was too loud.
Yeah.
She told me I was too loud.
Deja, you sounded good, but the other two, I don't know.
And then on top of that, y'all know my part. I'm lit because we got better with her voice now. Thank you, God, for time and growth.
Bree was the rapper, so my mom didn't even have to be doing that to Bree.
I mean, but listen, though, I grew up in China, same thing. Yeah. But we had to grow into it, and we was at that moment I was a seed that ain't in the soil yet, so wasn't no growth to even be made. And I had a part recorded, and they was like, "Well, why you do that?" Because I'm lip singing, and the part that I'm not doing right, lip singing was a note given to me, and she's like, "Well, who came up with that?" We're not gonna say name, but it was
my mom was just
your mama didn't play.
Sharp, it was, but it made us even sharper.
Right.
She's gonna call you out. Yeah. All of our moms are gonna call you out, but them together is like the worst. They take dynamic. It's like they go even harder. They love to be with each other and take us out and make us look stupid. Like, then they was like, "Oh, we got a video. Let's play that." Yeah, y'all.
Exactly.
We sitting there listening like.
But you know what's crazy? Like, I feel like as daughters, right? Everything our mom does, we're like, yo, that's like chill out.
On top of that, though, it's made us who we are even better.
Yeah.
Right.
Mother playing their role, how they did to keep it. You know, a mother is the person to protect you, love you. And on top of that, thanks to our moms also being real with us, so we can be sharper to not only ourselves, but to the world. Because they knew we were on stage for that.
Absolutely.
So when it came to them doing the individually, our mothers, and then dynamic duo,
she was looking out for y'all. Like she knew what was to come and what other people could say, and she wanted to make sure she got in front of it.
And and they did that, and that's love in itself, though. It's not even a hating thing. Yeah. It's love because it's showing you what you really need.
Yeah, for sure.
So shout out to the moms.
Okay. All right. Well, I also want to ask, just having 2 parents in the industry, because it's not just one, it's 2. Like, do you feel like you had to I think I watched the interview with like LeBron's son and Michael Jackson. Like they feel like they might have to, Michael Jordan, they feel like they might have to live up to a certain stature or whatever. I mean, y'all killed it, but I was just wondering if you ever felt that pressure.
I would say I've definitely felt pressures from just being a child of such great people, because people who expect you to be so great and make mistakes and you're coming from this family, like let's see, it's kind of like let's see what you have to offer type thing. So I mean, I would say at a young age, I definitely had like a pressure type thing, just want to be my best, but I wouldn't say that made me go any harder. I don't know if that's the wrong thing to say. Like, I definitely was always trying to be my best, but it wasn't because, I'm Tiny's child and I want to live up to their standard. It's just like, I want to be I've always wanted to do music and be an artist. So it's just like, I want to be the best that I can be. Yeah. And if I don't make it towards, if I don't make it to them, then, cool. But I was always the goal.
Yeah.
Period.
Okay. And then Beja, let's talk about your music. I mean, I want to talk about your music too. All y'all went solo. Let's stop. Let's talk about everybody's music.
I mean, with me, my solo music has just been such a journey. My first song I dropped, I just put it on SoundCloud. Like I didn't even think people were gonna want to buy it. And like the response that I got from SoundCloud, everybody's like, "You need to put it on Apple Music. You need to put it on Apple Music." So I did that. And I mean, in my solo career, I've been blessed. I've been able to put out continuous EPs. I've been able to chart on my own. I've been able to top 10 on anytime I drop. I debut top 10 on iTunes. So it's just, for me, it's been a blessing to have people really listen to my music. Right now I'm in the process of working on an album. And I'm really excited about
featuring
that.
OMG Girlz, or no? I'm just
actually, crazy enough, me and Bree, we do have a song. Me and Nick, we already have a song that's on one of my EPs called Another Love Song. It's on my Love EP, but I would love to do something with her for my album. I feel like what's so cool with us though is even if it's not like a feature, it can be like writing, or it could be just because all of us are just so talented, right? So it's like
y'all collabing and we don't even know.
That's what I'm saying. I could invite them, and it's like they might not even be on the song, but they have writing credit on the song just because they were there. They wrote with me. They gave me ideas. You know what I mean? They like, Asia, maybe you should say this. Maybe you should say that. So, I mean, it's been a blessing, but I've been able to, do the music thing, and then from that, just transition into like my other businesses. I have a hairline that
I want to get hair from you because it look good. So
now, do not play with the ball.
Yeah, the ball. Thank y'all. I appreciate that. But the music has just been great. Like I said, I'm working on an album right now, and that's like my primary focus at this point. And I feel like people are really gonna get a different side of me that they've never seen before, a more mature side. I've been through, my relationships, and I was like all in love,
right?
So I feel like people will really be able to hear the growth.
And I feel like every time, it's me want to chime in. Every time that Beige puts out an EP, it grows. It's more mature every time. You give a different sound. You don't have to worry about like, I want to give a different sound. Like, it's going to give a different sound. And she gives us flawless projects every time.
Period.
Thank you.
I want to with the visuals because I've seen them.
Period. Okay. And I have the cherry on top too, because what she said. And on top of that, I'm just very proud of you.
Thank you.
I am like everything she said. Plus, I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, and just for us to have come where we come from and done what we've done and be able to establish so much a platform for us to even be able to go and do what we want to do individually, just to hear that they're proud of me, that they like the music, that they listen to it, it matters to me. You know what I mean? And it makes me feel good that they enjoy it. I just feel like our dynamic and who we've been able to be and how we've been able to show up for each other and be there for one another. I just feel like it's something that you don't find in this industry, whether it's a group of people, whether it's a solo artist working with other people. Like, you just don't come across a dynamic like ours, where everyone is genuinely wanting to see the other one win. Everybody genuinely wants everybody to be the best that they can be. So it's just an amazing feeling for us to even sit here and have this conversation and to hear that from them. You know what I mean?
And we always let each other know that too. As soon as we hear stuff, we be like, hello.
That's it.
Pick up the phone, like,
I see why everybody want to be y'all's friend. Y'all's fans want to be y'all's friends because of y'all's friendship. Like, it's beautiful. Everybody don't get that, especially with a group of girls.
Yeah. It's the positivity, it's the energy, it's the genuineness. That's all it is. We're literally being ourselves. We're being each up. That's what we are. We do it every time. And that's when you do that and you show love. Even when it's crazy, you still show love. That's gonna always gravitate people, because
for sure,
what love is, that's what God is.
That's a fact.
So do people come up to y'all and call y'all's nickname all the time, and you're like, actually, no, that's not my name anymore?
Yeah, I would say all the time. It's not all the time.
Not all the time.
I feel like if anything, they'll always just be like, "Oh, like you look like that girl, like from that group," or But I don't think everybody's ever been like, "Oh, it's Miss Beauty, it's Miss."
Yeah, oh, not Miss. I get Baby Doll all the time. A lot of let me but a majority. Oh, I will make sure I will tell you. No. Majority say Baby Doll.
Yeah,
like for me, I'm saying everybody has their own dynamic. I get both, but I hear, OMG, you look like Barbie Doll. Okay.
Yo, the last time, I'm not gonna lie, the last time I boarded a plane, coming from LA, coming back, in LA, coming back to Atlanta.
Yeah.
The guy who checks the tickets right before you get on the plane, he said, "When y'all gonna put out Lover Boy?"
Stop.
He did.
They want to know.
I said, "Baby, it's coming, baby. Let me get on the plane."
Let me get on the plane.
So I repeat like stuff like that. I feel like I get a lot.
Like they do it
trying to sneak in some OMG or
true.
Or your blue hair, like little stuff.
True, that too. Yep.
But you both, you guys have music too. Let's talk about it. Like,
yes.
Y'all both have solo. I mean, y'all all three have solo careers. So,
So myself, go by Just Bree, JUSBRE. No T, unless you want it for free, but that ain't me. I'm just Bree, and that's my tagline for Just Bree. So I had to do that because it's a part of me. Myself and my music, I have currently 2 singles out. I've had 3. I'm getting ready to put the other one back out, which was my first one called Only in America. It's very important because his life is what it is. And it was inspired by the shooting that happened at the church. And that's what made me make it, because I had another song to put out as a single, but I put that one out first because it's important to mention, I chose that as first single because I'm very much more so about message on my side of things. Absolutely. So, and then second, it followed up with selfish, meaning work on yourself to continue being selfless. Third, it came with working with some. You got breath in your body, which is everybody in this world, beautiful people. We working with something. You take what you have and let's get it. Yeah. So, and then fourth, what's to follow up right now is 2022. Oh, excuse me, I have a fourth song. Shout out to Algino. He's from where I'm from, 251 Mobile to be exact. One of the greatest producers there is. He just did the album, many albums he do, but just did the album with No Cap. So shout out to No Cap. He just released the album. It's many people from my city. I can go on, but I know it's about just Bree. So the song I got with Algino is called Birthday Freestyle, and it's on my SoundCloud at this moment. But I'm getting ready to put it out to where everybody can see it on their platforms of music. And then the last thing that's coming up in the third quarter, I have an EP coming out. I'm very excited about it.
Y'all busy? Okay, yes.
That's what we want to hear.
Okay. Yes, I was about to say I don't even know. Like I didn't know if y'all knew the timeline, so that's why they act like that. But I actually just already I went in and honed in on it because I always say it's coming. But third quarter, it is what it is. Number 3 is very significant in my life, as you can see. OMG. That's what number 3 first. That's right. Second, well, first is God, the Holy Trinity. Second is OMG, and then number 3 also is the month I was born in. So it's just a beautiful thing to have that in my life in so many ways, and show it with so much love and so much dynamic. So third quarter is stay tuned for an EP that I'm still working on music with. And you say features, again, stay tuned.
Yes. Okay. Right.
You have to come after that.
Yeah, come on.
My girls are outside. Yes. Okay, so y'all know I put out my first solo project, Love Jones, my first and only. I know my supporters are so sick of me because I keep like, oh, new music coming soon, I'm the queen of that. Yeah. But I haven't worked.
Listen, you pulling a re on us, okay? We need to know.
I hate they saying that because like I could never be on Riri level. Like it's never giving y'all waiting on my music. Like we waiting on Riri. Like come on, stop.
We are. I'm waiting.
There's some people that really like they're waiting on
you. They really waiting.
They're really waiting.
I'm one of them. Okay, I appreciate that, y'all. Okay, I'm about to say the same thing again. Like it's really coming. Okay. This year I'm putting out music for real. I worked a lot on music while I was pregnant since I've had the baby. She goes to a lot of my sessions and does a lot while I'm in there. It's actually really hard, but I have a lot of music that I've already finished. Now it's like the business part, which is like the hardest part. Getting the business side together, but I would say this summer is what I'm gonna say.
Okay. We first of all, everything that y'all talking about, we need the exclusive. Okay. Like they've been waiting.
So and on top, you want to go? Okay, I was just about to talk about. Yeah, you go first.
I was just gonna say. I guess exclusively. Sus said third quarter for her EP. Sus said summertime for her new music.
What you giving
us? My album will be out in November.
November.
My album will be out in November. So my fans, they know Team Bay. Y'all know that's a special month for us.
Do not.
And then OMG Girlz releasing in 2023. That's it. Okay.
Y'all gonna make that music release.
Let me say y'all, 23 is a big number. So don't play with Jordan, don't play with Brianna.
That's what I'm saying.